Alright, so coming out of treetops, we don't actually have to hold a direction, we can just go. However, if you know that sparks did not get collected, then it is imperative that you collect the one outside, which you're gonna do by holding right, like this, like so. And he's always gonna be there. You always get him. It's guaranteed. Just hold right, charge into him, bam, firefly, that's a butterfly. Okay, coming on the way to Metalhead, we can jump up onto this little thing. I did that terribly because my momentum wasn't great. Jump up here, do a little charging jump, and then full hop charge glide into Metalhead. So let's do that one more time. Jump up that, charging, oop, I guess 2 more times because my jump didn't come out. Charging jump onto that, full hop charge glide into Metalhead. Okie dokie. So Metalhead is one of the harder levels when done at a high level. But do not fear, there are a couple ways to do it. There's a damage boost that's actually very easy to do, and I actually feel like I'm gonna explain that as well, because it helps. So we're gonna go over the damage boost way first. Flying in, you're just gonna jump up these stairs. You're gonna go to the left here, flame him so that he's out of your way, and go to his right so that you don't bonk on his hitbox. Otherwise you're gonna bonk, it doesn't look pretty. Flame him, go to the right, and we're gonna go up these stairs. And we're just gonna go this way. Jump charge, avoid the dragon, and we're gonna take these counterclockwise. These are consistent if you have the same speed coming to this part. Wait for that. Sometimes he breaks that, not always, just aim for it anyway. You can sneak in and get ahead of him, and you're gonna run to this little pillar thing with the torch, and then we're gonna hold our left camera button so he's looking at us. Jump up here, jump charge, and he zaps us up. There are invisible enemies here. It's great. They're just there, they're just chilling, so you want to go to the right. Easy peasy. Just ignore them. Up you go. So I'm going to do that one more time. And I'm going to explain the damage boost a little bit better when I get there. I just wanted to run through it once. Charge up here. Jump charge to turn quicker. Charge jump over that. Counterclockwise on these pylons. And we're gonna sneak ahead of him there, squeeze in. If you don't, it's not the end of the world, you just might have to wait longer for him to attack you. So, when you're here, I press the camera button so that you can see when he's going to attack you. I'm hitting my left bumper there, my trigger, I guess. I don't know, LT on my Xbox controller. Whatever that translates to on DualShock, I'm sorry. And we want him to attack us while we're standing down here. We don't want to jump up before he attacks us, or else he won't. He's just gonna put his hands on his hip and be sassy. So get him to attack you like that. Jump up here. Once you're here, all you need to do is X square. It doesn't matter how high you jump, preferably lower, and you just want to do it. You want to bonk before the lightning hits you. Because if you don't, you're not gonna make it up. Pretty easy though, there's a lot of room for error here. Boom. I'm gonna go to space real quick, it's gonna be fun. Whee! Alright, so, get the point. I think my brother's blowing his nose, so if that's being picked up, that's pretty good. Pretty good meme. Jump up these stairs. Oops. Jump charge. Charging jump. You know the drill by now. You guys have seen it. This is the 3rd time. You're already professionals. Don't hit that like I did. That's silly. Oh. Still made it ahead of him. There's quite a bit of leeway there, even though I was a bit behind. Running up here. Holding camera button so that we can see. Jumping. Jump charge. Getting zooted up there. Going to the right, because we don't want to bonk those invisible enemies. And then out we go. Okay, so that's the easy way. Also, you could just fight Metalhead the last phase if you're not comfortable with the damage boost, but I recommend it. It's pretty easy, so give it a shot. Now we're going to talk about the wall glide. For the wall glide, you want to be going on these middle stairs. I do this little charging jump thing that Farnia found, because that enemy is pretty consistent if you take the same approach, and you can just sort of slip onto the stair using his hitbox As long as you let go of charge at the end, you're not going to bonk or anything. Like that, jump charge, jump charge. Just charge off, catch it with a glide, land down here. Charging jump here, and then charge like that. And we're going to go up this whirlwind. I'm going to set a state here. Because, okay, first of all, there's normally going to be a chest here. Apparently on this file, I think this is my Metalhead practice file, so I just cleared it out. But there's normally a chest here, so kind of become accustomed to what that's going to feel like, because you're going to have to be breaking those as you charge. So yeah. The way this works is this wall has a very precise angle that you can catch with a wall glide that just takes you out of bounds. So, let's see if I can demonstrate that real quick. Like that. And we're just out. We're gone. And the reason that I'm holding my camera button here is because sometimes you can actually get it to deload. I'm gonna see if I can do that, just to show you what it looks like when it's deloaded, because it's kind of painful. Like that. It's just gone. There's just nothing. It's, not great. And if you don't press the camera button, your right one, that is, then sometimes that just happens. It's a bit unfortunate. So just to be safe, as you're charge gliding here, you want to be pressing your camera button, your right camera button, so that you can see. Alright, now to explain it a little bit more in detail. You want to line yourself up so that you're parallel with the wall, and you're going to need a charge and then a full hop and a charge glide. And see how I flopped there? That means I was facing too far into the wall. And as you can see, I'm making these little fine adjustments on my analog, because if I don't, and I can tell my angle isn't good, I know that I'm going to flop or I'm going to fall off the wall. If you're too low, you can do that. You can flop there. You can also hit the edge of this and just not make it out. It's kind of depressing. You get like this beautiful wall glide and then you just get cucked. So you want to make sure that you have enough height coming out, which you can control by doing these little micro adjustments. That one was too aggressive, so I flopped on the wall. And we're just gonna fly over to this little green, well, it's not very little, big green goo patch. Charge into this, full hop charge glide, charge, full hop charge glide, charge, full hop charge glide, charge. Same inputs there. The last one doesn't have to be a charge glide if you want to just full hop charge, because usually you can make it. Biggest part about this is making sure, I think getting in the first patch is honestly the hardest. It's just making sure that you land in this charge. See, that can happen. I was a bit late on my charge and I just kind of got cucked. We're gonna glide. Charge here, full hop charge glide. And that wasn't with a charge glide at the end, I just did that. Also, a big thing to remember is you can go back in bounds at any point. So make sure that you're staying on the edge of where the goo is, because otherwise you're gonna go back into the level, and there's collision on that side of the wall, and it's just kind of shitty. So like you could be here, do a charge glide, and then oh shit, I'm inside. What do? I'm dead, unless you go to fight Metalhead, right? Yeah. Doing this quickly is a bit tricky. You have to get used to a very, like, precise set of movements. You want to be charging, holding left. I let go so that I can spin faster, because if I don't, I'm just gonna doink. So, let go of charge there. Keep charging. Full hop. Hold the direction as you jump. You want to be adjusting your direction sort of right after you jump into the charge glide. So I'm holding forward and then I'm adjusting it to the left as I do my charge glide so that I don't flop on the wall. Does that make sense? So it's a bit... just don't be discouraged if you want to try this trick out. It's one of the last things we recommend incorporating into your run, mainly because the time save is so small. It saves like 8 seconds over just running through Metalhead and doing the little damage boost. And if you fail it, it's not great. I think you lose more time than you save. So the fastest way to fail is if you like fall in here, then you can just take that whirlwind back up. But a lot of the time you're gonna get pretty far and then maybe you flop or something and then you're gonna be down here. If you're kicked and you don't have sparks, like it's over for you. You can't go for it anymore. You need sparks. You could grab that chicken. If you're determined to get it, there's fodder up here. Whoops. Well, now it's not great, but there's There's fodder. If you really want to go for it again, it's just going to take you a while if you want to get it back. So, try not to get hit. It's really imperative that you don't get hit. If you fail, you're down here. Just jump around these guys. Fall back down here. Charge, jump, charge onto this. Jump back up into the whirlwind. Try again. Does that make sense? So let's do that one more time. Minor adjustment at the end there because I was really low. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have hit the little wall and fallen. Charging onto that. Full hop charge there. Full hop charge glide here. Charge. Full hop charge. Bam. We're done with Metalhead. We did it. Woo!